Exile. Exile.
You should check out what do you need? Off they go. Hello.
Our balance sheets are getting rather low. Hail!
Hello? Far too much baggage.
My help is yours. You are well. The spirit hunts with you.
Exile.
Into the most dreaded of thickets you must go, I'm afraid. For there Gruthkol the Despairing sulks in schemes. The Varl laid waste to her kingdom and placed her slaughtered children at her feet. Grief enveloped Gruthkol, transformed her, flooded her mind with a singular thought: to share her suffering with those who had murdered her daughters. Though she has returned, her sanity has not. There is no fury like a mother bereaved. I wonder if Gruthkol would still grieve for her children if she knew the truth. The Spinner of Shadows had no aspirations until Gruthkol's daughters plotted against her. They saw her power over the people, her miraculous potions, her intoxicating lusts. They feared Arakali, thought she might threaten their legacy. Yet that's the curious thing about spiders. They only leave their web when you force them to. A temptress and a predator. Varl legends say she crawled up from the blackest of pits during the creation of the world. No, her beginnings were far more mundane. A mortal harlot whose endless lust for loin and lecherous delight saw her transformed into the very image of her dark desires. The Spinner of Shadows, they once called her. She sees herself as a regular goddess of love, and has the romantically forged temple to prove it. That's where you'll find her. Yet there's little romance to the lady herself. At least, I doubt the corpses that now embrace her carapace would think so. Answering the call of a royal invitation, I visited the Spinner of Shadows as an emissary for a small and fragile alliance of gods. Mostly weak deities huddling together in terror of being consumed by their greaters. At this time, Queen Arakali ruled an empire, and so invited me to gaze upon her mighty works with appropriate wonder. If I'd looked past this pretense, I may have chanced to see her hidden desire to have me share her bed. For years, I lay trapped in her webbed sheets. Some days she enjoyed my prowess. Other days, we enjoyed each other. Yet this illusion of love and leisure simply veiled the morbid reality that I was not free to leave. I languished under her bewitching spell until the day the spider was betrayed by her own flies and sealed within that temple of her own fevered making.
I be missing me granddaughter something terrible. You know, I used to tell Lily bedtime stories till she fell asleep in me arms. She loved the ones about Kishara, a tough-as-nails Val lassie, said to have explored every coast, cove and bay of this blasted continent with the help of her star. Some nifty artifact she nabbed from somewhere on her first voyage. Young Lily, she were fascinated by Kishara's star. Said to be fair humming with thaumaturgy, able to guide its mistress wherever she be fixing to journey. Methinks me granddaughter liked to imagine that one day she'd hold the star in her hands and explore the outer reaches of this world. Oh, I'd really love to see her again. But there ain't no way of making that journey with nothing to show for it. She looks up to me, does Lily? So, I'm reckoning that star might put a smile on her pretty face. With such a gift in hand, I'd maybe have the guts to go visit my granddaughter instead of skulking here like some craven ghost. That's if some kind and brave soul fetched it for me. Legend has it, Kishara got herself in some hot water with a certain Queen Exile. Details are vague as to exactly how, but by all accounts, Exile were the most understanding of lasses. Kishara, being the free-spirited sort, probably just pricked the royal arse with some spiky facts from the outside world. Almost lost her head for her trouble, Kishara. Exile took her ship and made sacrifices of her crew, forced the poor girlie into hiding. Still, Kishara being of a wily inclination like myself, she slipped through Exile's talons and right out of the Empire. But before she left, Kishara hid the star somewhere near the causeway that leads into the old Val city up north, just in case she got caught, I suppose. Something like that, in the hands of a tyrant like Exile. Who knows what trouble she might have found with it.
Yes, I know of Gruthgo, the grieving mother. She featured quite prominently in some of the Val texts I restored during my time at the museum in Theopolis. After the deaths of her children, Queen Gruthgo fled north, eventually finding respite amongst the refugees of her own shattered realm. Yet these loyalists saw their own queen as a weapon, a tool for vengeance. They nurtured her pain, transfiguring sorrow into hatred, hatred into violence. Like a grizzled bear, Gruthgo descended into animalism and ferocity. Yet her caretakers foolishly underestimated the agony their bereaved queen harbored in her heart. Like a bear caught in a trap, Gruthgo wrenched free of her human loyalties and slew her followers to the last woman and child. Through devastation, Gruthgo ascended to divinity. Gruthgo's pain has transcended ages, and she will vent that pain upon any and all she encounters until her grief is finally laid to rest.
Far too much baggage.
Yes? Yes.
Decisions must be made. Exile.
Far too much baggage.
The spirit hunts with you.
Greetings.
I hope your soul evades the grip of your god.
My help is yours.
I feel I have failed my poor Groost, not being able to return his bones to the resting place of his people. Still, we have done all we could, considering the circumstances. Groost was a practical man at heart. He would understand. You deserve our thanks. Here are some of Groost's most treasured possessions. I'm sure he would have wanted you to have one.
Yes?
We've much to discuss.